In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 college basketball games happening on December 7, 2022, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games. So 2 picks for each game, 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 college basketball games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer anywhere from 1 betting pick a day up to 10 betting picks a day and much more. Now let's get started. Connecticut versus Florida. The number 5 UConn Huskies will be taking on the Florida Gators on Wednesday at O'Connell Center. UConn will look to further their claim as a top 5 team in the country after winning all of their games so far this season. Meanwhile, Florida has won 3 of their past 4 games and are looking to upset the Huskies at home. UConn is 8-0 against the spread in their last 9 games and 2-7 against the spread in their last 9 road games. The over is 5-1 in Wisconsin's last 6 games, and the under is 7-2 in their last 9 Wednesday games. Florida is 4-9 against the spread in their last 13 games and 2-12 against the spread in their last 14 games following a win. The over is 4-1 in Florida's last 5 home games, and the over is 8-3-2 in their last 13 Wednesday games. The underdog is 4-0 against the spread in these 2 teams' last 4 head-to-head meetings. Lofton's injury for the Gators will be something to watch as we get closer to game time. He is the certified playmaker for Florida, and they will need every weapon in their arsenal to take on the Huskies and attempt to come out on top. Even if Lofton was fully healthy, I would still be taking the Huskies in this scenario. While the offenses match up nicely against each other, UConn has a much better defense on paper that will help them limit the Gators on offense. 9-0 to start the year is not a fluke, and I will ideally not bet against them until they prove me wrong. UConn is 8-0 against the spread in their 9 games played this season and 4-0 against the spread in their last 4 against an opponent with a winning record. Florida is 1-7 against the spread in their last 8 against teams with a winning percentage over .600 and 2-12 against the spread in their last 14 games following a straight-up win. So the Connecticut Huskies to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Both offenses average over 80 points per game. Need I say more? While the defense of UConn is solid and Florida's defense is decent, I expect the game to be a battle of the offenses in the end. Whoever wins will be a battle of who will be shooting the best as opposed to which defense can hold on the best. Both teams are shooting over 35% from 3 this year, and I don't see that as a mere coincidence. The Huskies have hit the over in 5 of their last 6 games and 4 of their last 5 following an against the spread win. The Gators have hit the over in 9 of their previous 10 games after winning by 20-plus points in 4 of their last 5 home games. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Arizona State versus SMU. The SMU Mustangs will play host to the Arizona State Sun Devils on Wednesday in a non-conference matchup between American Athletic and Pac-12 teams. The Mustangs were defeated in consecutive games versus Texas Agricultural and Mechanical and Jackson State, while the Sun Devils are winners of 6 straight after defeating Stanford on Sunday. Arizona State is 5-1 against the spread in their last 6 games and 2-8 against the spread in their last 11 Wednesday games. The under is 4-0 in Arizona State's last 4 games, and the under is 5-1 in their last 6 road games. SMU is 3-13 against the spread in their last 16 games and 1-8 against the spread in their last 9 home games. The under is 8-1 in SMU's last 9 home games, and the under is 20-8 in their last 28 games. The Mustangs are 1-6 against the spread through 8 games, and their only cover was in a contest they entered as 18.5-point favorites. Arizona State is just 5-4 against the spread overall, but the Sun Devils are on a hot streak while covering in 5 of their last 6 games. The Jackson State loss is a puzzling one for the Mustangs, and it leaves bettors no room for trust going into a matchup with a defensive juggernaut like Arizona State. SMU limps into this game after losing 3 of their last 4 games, including a loss against Jackson State in their last game. Arizona State has played great this season and just defeated Stanford and Colorado over the weekend. Arizona State is the better team in just about every aspect. I'm not sure how anyone could convince themselves to take SMU in this spot, so the Arizona State to win and cover cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. The number makes this a bit difficult, but it's still an underplay. Arizona ranks number 182 overall in pace, doesn't allow teams to shoot better than 40% from the floor, has yet to give up 70 points, and has gone under the total in 7 of its 9 games. SMU has fallen short of the total in 3 of its last 5 games overall and 8 of its last 9 at home. The Sun Devils give up just 60 points on average, scoring less 70 in each of their last 2 games, and the Mustangs allow 68 on the year. No case for the over here. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Missouri State versus St. Mary's. St. Mary's has hit the skids as of late after a great start, and in a non-conference matchup host a Missouri State team that is coming off a bad loss. Missouri State had won 2 in a row before a bad loss in their last game where they only scored 40 points. The Bears are 4-4 on the season, and while not a high-scoring squad, they have a defense that is one of the better in the nation, only giving up an average of 59 points per game. St. Mary's won their first 6 games of the season, but they have lost 3 in a row. They lost to top-ranked Houston in their last game, and after facing Missouri State, face another top 25 team in San Diego State. The Gales are like the Bears in that they are not a high-scoring team, but have a great defense, only giving up an average of 57 points per game. Missouri State is 2-5 against the spread in their last 7 road games, and 21-10-1 against the spread in their last 32 road games against a team with a winning home record, while the under is 4-0 in their last 4 road games. St. Mary's is 8-1 against the spread in their last 9 games following a loss, and 2-5 against the spread in their last 7 Wednesday games, while the under is 4-1 in their last 5 home games. The Bears are a good defensive team but lack offensive weapons to compete with the Gales, who are one of the best defensive units in the country. The Gales proved their worth in a tough matchup against the number 1 Houston Cougars. They'll be fired up to stop a 3-game slide and make amends for a 69-65 loss to New Mexico in their previous showing in front of the home fans. Missouri State were blown out in their last game, which was at home no less, where they only scored 40 points. The Gales have lost 3 in a row, but they have come facing solid teams including New Mexico and number 1 ranked Houston, who are both undefeated. St. Mary's will stifle the Bears on defense. They will not score big, but they will do enough on defense to take care of business. Keep your eyes on Alex Dukas and Mitchell Saxon, who struggled to score against Houston. Saxon will dominate the Bears in the paint, so the St. Mary's Gales to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. These are 2 of the better defensive teams in the nation. Not only that, but neither team is a high-scoring one. Both clubs are giving up an average of under 60 points per game, and St. Mary's lost to top-ranked Houston in their last game, holding them to 53 points, which is over 20 points fewer than their season average. Look for both teams to play good defense, especially the Gales in their house, and for each to slow the pace. This game has defensive battle written all over it. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.